ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमायों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी नामिने। कृपया क्षमताम् अपराधिजनम् कलुषायुतसक्तसुदीनम् सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनम् प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदम्। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः। श्रीमान् रासरसारं वंशीवटतटस्थितं कर्शनवेणुशनैर्गोपी गोपीनाथश्रियस्तु भक्त्या विहीनयपराधलक्षे क्षिप्तास्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। पतित पावन परम करुणामय परमाराध्यतम श्री गुरुदेव नित्यलीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद परमहंस कविराजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद श्रील भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज जी के अभय चरण असंख्य कोटि साष्टांग दंडवत प्रणाम करते हुए उनकी अभेद कृपा प्रार्थना परमाराध्य शिक्षा गुरु नित्यलीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी महाराज जी एवं समस्त रूपानु आचार्य वृंद के श्री चरण में असंख्य कोटि साष्टांग दंडवत प्रणाम करते हुए उनके हेतु की कृपा प्रार्थना। Today is very special day, very auspicious. Today is the day when Srimati Radhika made her
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait pour la traduction?
Tu as commencé, c'est bien.
Hein? Non, non.
Le bâti, elle est pas là, non? Tu parles de
Ciao.
you will translate. When you translate, Sambilo is also there.
I cannot hear properly.
Please come first.
Pourquoi tu me places?
this particular tithi, on this tithi, which we call as Radhastami.
Donc aujourd'hui est un jour particulièrement de bon augure. L'apparition Srimati Radharani, c'est un tithi spécial, c'est-à-dire un laps de temps très spécifique dans lequel est née Srimati Radharani.
She appeared for the enhancement, for the beauty of the pastimes of Nandanandan Sri Krishna. Because without Radharani, the pastimes of Sri Krishna is never sweet or even beautiful.
Donc elle est venue pour agrémenter, embellir les divertissements de Sri Nandanandan, car sans Srimati Radharani, les divertissements de Krishna ne seraient pas aussi sweet et aussi beaux.
Even though they both are non-different from each other, Radha and Krishna are one, but still from the Lord, his Ahladini, Shakti's potency, she appeared in the form of Sree Radhika.
Donc les deux ne sont en fait pas différents. Radha et Krishna sont une seule même personne. Mais du côté de Srimati Radharani, elle est la manifestation de l'Adini Shakti, le plaisir, la puissance de plaisir du Seigneur.
In the scriptures, it is very clearly mentioned. What it is mentioned? Lord himself, who is the personification of Supreme Brahman, who is untouched by anything.
Donc, dans les Écritures, il est dit que la personne suprême est la manifestation du Brahman suprême. Il est non touché par les trois gunas ou quoi que ce soit.
Yatha Brahman Swarupascha Sri Krishna. The way Lord Krishna manifested in the form of Supreme Brahman, Prakrutir Para, beyond all the limitations, boundaries, any limitations. In the same way, Sri Radhika also appeared, who is non-different from that Supreme Brahman.
Donc Krishna est donc ce Brahman suprême, absolument non touché par quoi que ce soit de matériel, de mondain. Et il est la manifestation, donc il est la beauté, la manifestation de ce Brahman. Et Srimati Radhika, de la même façon, est apparue avec toutes les qualités divines et transcendantales.
And who is she? In fact, she is accepted as the soul of Nandanandan Sri Krishna.
Elle est en fait acceptée comme l'âme même de Sri Nandanandan.
Scriptures, they say Radharani and Krishna both are non-different from each other. Even Radharani is the Supreme Brahman. But Radharani is more special because she is the life, the soul of Nandanandan Sri Krishna.
Donc les deux ne sont pas différents. On pourrait dire aussi Radharani est aussi Brahman. Mais Radharani a une spécialité, c'est qu'elle a cette puissance de plaisir extraordinaire.
Et que c'est son âme.
It is said in Skanda Puran. I don't remember many verses, so I made verses as notes, just to make sure that I am speaking that verse also. In Skanda Puran it is said, Atma Ramascha Krishnascha Dhruvo Mahmasi Radhika, which means Krishna is Atma Ram and Dhruvam Atmasi Radhika, and for that Atma Ram Sri Krishna also, Radhika is the soul.
Donc Krishna, il est dans le Skanda Purana, il y a un verset qui dit que Krishna lui-même est Atmarama, il est complètement satisfait en lui-même. Mais Sri Radhika est la vie même de ce Atmarama.
Atmaram means what? One who is always within. He don't need anyone for any kind of pleasure, any kind of happiness. He don't need anything from outside. He is in himself. He has everything for himself. But in that state also, Sri Radha is the soul Not here the word soul is mentioned, not just life or something. She is not just a pleasure-giving potency. She is the soul of Nandanandan Sri Krishna, even that higher state.
Le mot Atmarama, Krishna et Atmarama, cela veut dire qu'il est absolument satisfait en lui-même. Il n'a absolument pas besoin de quoi que ce soit d'extérieur pour trouver son propre plaisir. Il est entier et satisfait en lui-même. Mais, néanmoins, il est dit Srimati Radharani est l'âme et la vie même de cette âme. Elle est la vie de l'Atmarama.
That is the reason what Krishna is always doing. Srimati Radhika appeared to adore, to worship, to serve Nandanandan Sri Krishna. But what Krishna is doing? Because she is her soul, she is his soul. So he is also worshipping Sri Radhika all the time.
Donc elle est apparue pour accomplir tous les services possibles et imaginables envers Sri Nandanandan. C'est sa vie même, le service. Mais du fait que c'est sa contrepartie, en fait, Krishna aussi a envie de servir Srimati Radhika.
In Radhikopanishad, it is said, it is written that Krishnena Aradhyata iti Radha. Why she is called Radha? Because she is the one who is always worshipping Sri Krishna.
Pourquoi est-ce qu'elle appelait Radha? Le mot Radha veut dire en fait celle qui sert le mieux possible, elle sert Krishna. Donc ce mot Radha, Aradhana, Aradhana, ça doit.
It is said in Bhagavatam also, Anaya Radhito Nonam Bhagavan Haririshwaram. She is the primary gopi, she is the main associate, non-different form of Sri Krishna, who is always engaged in the worshipping of Nandanandan Sri Krishna.
Elle est constamment en train d'adorer Sri Nandanandan. Elle est la principale, la plus chère à son cœur et la principale de tous les habitants de Vrindavan et de toutes les autres gopis. Elle est celle qui lui est le plus chère.
Krishnam samaradhet iti sadeti radhika, which means when she is worshipping, but here Krishna is worshipping Sri Radha. He is always worshipping Sri Radha.
Elle, sa vie même est de servir Krishna. Mais Krishna en contrepartie aussi sert Srimati Radharani.
That is the reason she has one more name, Radhika. Radhika means the one who is worshipped by Krishna.
Donc le mot Radhika, si Radha veut dire qui est la meilleure entre les adoratrices, le mot Radhika veut dire celle qui est aussi adorée par Krishna.
Krishna himself is always begging for the service of Sri Radha.
Et Krishna lui-même mendie toujours la possibilité de servir Radha.
What is devotion? What is bhakti? To have the desire to serve our object of worship.
Il montre ainsi que c'est l'objet même de l'adoration.
And here the object of worship of Sri Krishna is Radha herself. So he is always aspiring. He is always having the desire that I get a chance to serve the feet of Sri Radhika.
Bien qu'elle serve Hari Krishna, lui-même désire servir Srimati Radhika du plus profond de son cœur.
In Radhika Tapam Upanishad, it is said, what is said? Yatha Radha Yascha Krishnam. Same, the way Sri Radha and the Krishna, both are same. Who are there? They are the personifications of infinite melo, rasa.
Les deux, il est dit encore dans Purana que les deux ensemble sont les personnifications de tous les sentiments, de toutes les rasas.
But for relishing the pleasure, for relishing that melo, that one personification, it manifested in two forms. One is Krishna, one is Radha.
Afin de goûter toutes les différentes humeurs et rasas qui puissent exister, deux personnes se sont manifestées, l'un est Krishna, l'autre Radha.
So they are not two, they are only one. What is said, the way in milk and the, what you call when the milk is boiled, what something comes, you know, the milk,
Buttermilk.
not buttermilk. When you boil, milk starts to come out. The cream and the milk, they both are not separate, they are one. You can't say that cream is separate from milk. And what it is said, and the heat and fire, they both are not separate. We can never say the heat and the fire both are separate, both are one. And the milk and cream is one, and the earth, its fragrance, they are one. In the same way, Radha and Krishna both are one. They can't be understood separately. They both should be accepted as one and understood as one.
Pour bien faire comprendre que Radha et Krishna sont un, une seule et même personne. Et on donne plusieurs exemples. Comme par exemple, le lait qui bout produit de la crème. Et la crème n'est donc pas différente du lait. On ne peut pas séparer les deux. De la même façon, on ne peut pas séparer l'odeur de la terre avec la terre. Et on ne peut pas séparer non plus la chaleur du feu. Et de la même façon, Radha et Krishna sont un.
She is not someone who appeared so that the Lord can make some pastimes. No, she is the soul of Krishna himself. And she appeared means the life of Krishna has come out now.
Donc on ne peut pas dire qu'elle est venue après pour divertir Krishna. Elle sort même de son âme, elle est là, elle est sa vie même qui est présente quand Krishna est là.
Maya bina tvam nirjiva. Without me, you are nothing but a dead person. And what he says, Chadrusho aham tvaya bina. Without me, Sree Radha, you are nothing. Means Radha, her life means Krishna. And Lord again says, what he says, Chadrusho aham. Even myself, I am nothing if you are not there. You are me and I am you.
Donc Krishna dit, avec grand sentiment, Radha dit, toi et moi ne sommes pas différents. Si je ne suis pas là, tu es rien. Et si tu n'es pas là, je n'existe pas non plus, je ne suis rien. Donc nous sommes absolument inséparables.
Understand? Krishna himself says this to Sree Radhika. That if I am not there means you are not there. That is okay. We all know this. If Sri Krishna is not there, Radharani she faints. She is not there. But here he says, without you, actually I am not there. I am nothing. We can see Raghunath Das Goswami. What he says, if there is no Srimati Radhika, if Srimati Radhika is not there, then I don't want to worship Krishna. Raghunath Das Goswami, he says this. Why? Because without Radhika there is no pleasure. I am not there means what? It is completely tasteless, mellowless. Because when Radharani is there, then there is mellow. When Radharani is there, rasa is there. When it is not there, nothing is there.
Raghunath Das Goswami disait, si Radharani n'est pas là, alors je n'adorerai pas Krishna. Sans Radharani, je n'adore pas Krishna. Il n'y a pas d'avoir de séparation. Si Radha n'est pas là, Krishna n'est pas là. Et si Krishna est là, Radharani automatiquement est là. Donc je n'adorerai Krishna que si Radha est présent.
Here I am nothing, I am dead, means not that the person is gone. Means there is no mellow, there is no rasa. When there is no rasa, there is no bliss, there is no ananda.
Si Radha n'est pas là, il n'y a pas de félicité, il n'y a pas de réelle race, et donc c'est comme mort. Donc sans Radha, rien ne se passe.
That is the reason those who are the followers, devotees of Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, they only worship Krishna who is always with Srimati Radhika.
Donc ceux qui sont les disciples, les suivants de Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Goswami, et ils adorent Krishna seulement quand Radha est aussi présente et l'adore.
Raghunath Das Goswami is not ready to call Krishna as Krishna if Srimati Radhika is not with him. What he says? He says he is Bakari. What does it mean? Bakari means the one who killed the demon Bakasur. He is Bakari. He is not Krishna. Krishna means what? Attracting. That attraction, the quality of attracting the jivas of all these galaxies comes from Srimati Radhika only. Radhika is the one who is attracting and giving pleasure. If that pleasure giving potency Srimati Radhika is not there, then Krishna is nothing but the person who is killing the demon and doing things.
Raghunath Goswami disait, si Radhika n'est pas ici avec Krishna, alors je vais l'appeler juste Bakari. Bakari veut dire celui qui a tué le démon Bakasura. Donc c'est tout ce qu'il est, c'est tout ce qu'il est bon à faire. Tuer le démon Bakasura. Mais si Radharani est là, alors tous les sentiments de rasa pourront se manifester. En fait, il est dit, Krishna, le mot Krishna veut dire celui qui est suprêmement attirant. Mais en fait, qui attire? C'est Radharani, parce qu'elle est là présente avec cette force de félicité, l'Adini Shakti. Alors elle attire, c'est elle finalement qui attire tous les êtres vers le chemin de la Bhakti.
Oui. So what it is said in Brihadaradi Purana also, it is also glorifying. All these Puranas, they are glorifying Srimati Radhika. Those who don't know, they don't know. But the Puranas, they all are glorifying. In which it says, Radha Devi Jagat Katri, Jagat Palana Tatpara. Who is she? She is the one who is creating everything. Who is the one who is creating? Krishna is creating. But the Purana says, no, Srimati Radhika is creating.
Dans un autre des Puranas, le Brihadaradi Purana, il est dit que Srimati Radhika est celle qui en fait crée. Donc on pense jusqu'à maintenant, c'est Krishna qui est le créateur. Mais en fait, derrière lui, le pouvoir de création appartient à Srimati Radharani.
Jagat Palan Tatpara. Tatpara means very active. In what? Jagat Palana. To look after all these creation. She is the one who is looking after everything. Without the mercy of Srimati Radharani, bliss or happiness can't exist. Life will be there, but it's all dry.
Donc elle est celle qui est dit, Palana, elle est celle qui maintient, qui surveille, qui maintient tous les univers. Et s'il y a quelque félicité ou quelque joie même dans ce monde, c'est parce que Srimati Radharani est là.
And Radharani herself speaking about who she is to Mother Yashoda. She's saying, who is she? What she says, you know what is the meaning of my name? She says, Radha, which means Ra and Dha.
Donc elle parle à Mère Yashoda et elle lui dit, tu connais la signification de mon nom, Radha?
Ra
Deux mots.
means, Ra means what? Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu and infinite Brahmandas which are coming in and out from the pores of his body, and the jivas who are residing in those infinite brahmandas.
Donc,
That is Ra.
donc le mot, la première syllabe de son nom, Ra, veut dire en fait Vishnu, et Karano Dakashayi, Vishnu, celui dont les univers émanent des pores de sa peau, et ainsi que tous les habitants qui habitent ces univers, tout vient d'elle. Enfin, en tout cas, voilà ce que veut dire la première partie de son nom, Ra.
And what is Dha? Dha is referring to Matri Suchika, means mother. She is the mother of Mahavishnu. She is the mother of all the infinite Brahmandas which are coming in and out from the body of Mahavishnu, as well as the infinite Jivas living in that infinite Brahmandas, including Mahavishnu. Radha is mother of everyone.
Dha veut dire celle qui est la mère. Elle est la mère même de Mahavishnu et également de toutes les entités vivantes qui émanent des millions d'univers qui sortent des pores de la peau de Mahavishnu. Elle est la mère.
Vedas, they are glorifying Srimati Radhika by saying Radha, Rasheshwari, Ramya, Rama, Cha Paramatmana. She is Paramatman. She is Rama. She is everything. Rasova, Krishna Kanta, Krishna Vakshasthalastitha. She is the one who is residing in the heart of Krishna all the time. Like Lord says, Sarvasya Chaha Iti Sannivishto. I am residing in the region of heart of every jiva. In the same way, Srimati Radhika is residing in the region of heart of Nandanandan Sri Krishna as his life.
Donc, Srimati Radharani habite le cœur, tout comme Vishnu habite le cœur de tous les êtres vivants. Srimati Radharani habite en fait le cœur même de Sri Nandanandan. Là, elle est là présente.
Mahavishnu Prasurapi, which means mother of Mahavishnu. Sarvadhya, who is the source of everything, who is the origin of everything.
Elle est donc la mère de Mahavishnu et elle a la source et à l'origine le savoir de tout ce qui se passe dans l'univers.
Vishnu Maya, she is the Vishnu Maya, means she is the possessor of all the potencies of Nandanandan Sri Krishna.
Elle possède donc toutes les puissances que possède Nandanandan.
Satya, Nitya, Sanatani. Satya means what? Truth. She is the absolute truth. Nitya, eternal, Sanatani. She is Sanat.
She is Sanat,
Sanatan.
eternal.
Eternal.
Donc elle est aussi de cette position éternelle.
Nirlipta, Nirguna, Para. She is beyond the most of material nature. Whatever we glorify Nandanandan Sri Krishna, everything is the glorification of Srimati Radhika only.
Et quand on glorifie toutes les qualités, les attributs de Sri Nandanandan Sri Krishna, en fait on glorifie automatiquement les qualités qui sont présentes également en Srimati Radharani.
So Brahmavevarta Puran, in glorification of Srimati Radhika, it is said, Tvam cha Lakshmi, Shivadhatri, you are Lakshmi, you are Parvati, Savitri cha Pritak, means you are Savitri. You know who is Savitri, wife of Brahma. So when Lord appears in the form of Brahma, accepting Gunavatar, that time Radharani expands herself. In one form she becomes Savitri. When Lord appears in the form of Shiva, when there is no one qualified to perform that duty, then she becomes Shivadhatri. when Lord appears as Mahavishnu, then she remains as Lakshmi. She expands herself in many forms. And what she says, Golokecha Swayam Radha. That same personality who is expanding herself in many forms. In Golok, she is Radha herself. There is no other person called as Radha. Swayam Radha. Herself is Radha.
Alors, elle est l'origine de toutes les déesses également. Elle est, quand Shiva apparaît, qui peut devenir l'épouse de Shiva? Qui a ses qualités? Donc Srimati Radharani elle-même se manifeste comme l'épouse de Shiva Parvati. Et quand Brahma apparaît, qui peut devenir son épouse aussi? Qui est qualifié? Radharani elle-même s'expand pour devenir Savitri, l'épouse de Brahma. Et quand Vishnu est là, qui peut devenir son épouse? Radharani elle-même devient Lakshmi. Elle ainsi prend toutes les positions de toutes les grandes personnalités de l'univers. Quelque chose à la fin?
Elle est Radha à Gokul.
Hein?
Elle est la seule Radha.
Elle est la seule Radha à Gokul.
So in Golok, Shri is Swayam Radha.
À Goloka aussi, elle est celle qui manifeste tout Goloka, tout ce qui se passe à Goloka, c'est elle qui en manifeste les pouvoirs.
And who is she? Rasheshwari. In Ras, she is Rasheshwari. No other is Rasheshwari. Even Krishna is also not Rasheshwar when Rasheshwari Srimati Radhika is there. She is the Lord of that Ras. She is the master of that Ras. She is everything.
Et dans les divertissements intimes de Radha et Krishna, qui est Rasheshwari? C'est Srimati Radharani. C'est pas Krishna lui-même n'est pas Rasheshwari, il n'est pas Rasheshvara. C'est Radharani elle-même qui contrôle et qui ressent et développe toutes les émotions liées au ras.
And what it is said in different other scriptures, when Radha Ityadana Vachako, the word Ra refers to giver, bestower, and Dha refers to Nirvana Vachako. Nirvana means liberation. So Radha means bestower of liberation. When we chant the name of Srimati Radhika, what is happening? Radharani, naturally the person is getting liberated from these worldly things and getting the service of the Lord.
Et aussi le nom de Radha veut dire qu'elle est celle qui accorde aussi la libération. Donc, et quelle sorte de libération? Elle amène les personnes à se libérer de leur penchant matériel et de servir Krishna.
Radha word has many meanings, but all these things are coming from Srimati Radhika only. Not from Krishna even. Everything what Radharani is bestowing, everything is in her name itself. No need to go anywhere. Only by taking shelter of the name of Srimati Radhika, we get liberation, we get Krishna, we get all the melo, we get everything.
Donc, le nom de Radha a donc plusieurs significations, mais c'est un fait que si on chante le nom de Radha, on peut obtenir non seulement la libération, mais aussi tous les sentiments de bhakti et tous les sentiments de race qui existent aussi en Srimati Radharani, simplement en chantant son nom.
We can see Radhe Krishna, Radhe Shyam, Radha Madhav, Radha Girdhari, Radha Damodar, Radha Gokulanand, Radha Gopinath, Radha Madan Mohan. Krishna is having 1,000 names. We glorify him with 1,000 names. Srimati Radhika, even though she has infinite glories and infinite names, simply by taking the name Radha, we get everything. That is the glory of Srimati Radhika.
Donc Krishna a de nombreux noms, Madan Mohan, Raman, Damodar, Giridhari, Shyamasundar, Gokulananda, mais si en finalité on chante simplement Radha, Radha, eh bien...
Not like that. Not like that. Radha, like that. Radha, Radha, Radha.
Simplement en chantant son nom, toute finalité, tout succès spirituel peut venir.
And what is happening? Radha Shabdocharane Deva. Deva means who is Deva? Devanam Achyuto Yatha. Dev refers to Krishna. So Rupa Goswami in one Kirtan also he did not mention Krishna. He just wrote Deva Bhavantam Vande. Means Dev is referred to Krishna. So here it says Radha Shabdocharane Deva. The moment a person chants what he is doing, the person chants Ra, immediately what Krishna is doing? Spito bhavati Madhava. Madhava becomes very blissful. He becomes very happy when someone is chanting Ra. When someone is chanting Ra, Madhava becomes so happy that his heart fills with joy.
Donc simplement en chantant, même ne serait-ce que le premier syllabe Ra, Krishna immédiatement devient extatique.
When we say Dha, Krishna, he gives up everything, he starts walking behind the person who is chanting Dha. So when Ra and Dha are together, when a person is chanting the name Radha, what is happening? Krishna, he could not remain after that. What he does, his heart fills with joy and he starts walking behind the person.
Quand quelqu'un chante le nom entier, Radha, eh bien, Krishna, il ne peut plus rien faire, il laisse tomber ce qu'il fait déjà, et il se met à suivre la personne.
Radha.
When you say Radha, that is the reason Raval and Barsana are more special than Nandagaon. That is the reason Radha Kund is more special than Shyam Kund. Even though Shyam Kund appeared first, but the glory is of Radha Kund only. Wherever there is Radha, in fact Lord himself says, not just Radha, the Kund of Srimati Radhika is also very dear to me, same like Srimati Radhika.
Donc, que dire, même les lieux de ses divertissements, de sa naissance, sont plus chers à Krishna que sa propre demeure Nandagram. Varshana, Raval sont plus chers à Krishna que son propre lieu de naissance Nandagram. Et qui est plus cher que son Shyamakund, c'est lui qui a créé le Shyamakund. Mais Radhakund lui est plus cher encore. De cette manière-là, tout ce qui est en rapport avec Radha lui est infiniment cher.
You know, Rupa Goswami wrote this mantra, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, this mantra was written by Rupa Goswami. But when you address him, when he is fully satisfied, you can see, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, so what? Dinabandhu, Jagatpate, no, all these things are not giving him that kind of pleasure, happiness. He says, Gopesh, Gopika Kant, and he has used the superlative of what he can do for Krishna. Radha Kanta. So Radha Kant is the word which is attracting Krishna. When he hears the name of Radha, he gets attracted. Krishna means what? The one who attracts all the jivas. Not one or two. Jivas of infinite Brahmandas and giving them pleasure. And what is Radha? Radha is the one who is attracting Krishna. She is attracting Krishna. Govinda Mohini, Govinda Nandini. She is the one who is attracting Krishna and giving pleasure to Krishna. Krishna is giving pleasure to the jivas. When we say Krishna, what is Krishna? Krishna is attracting and giving pleasure, ananda. And who is Radharani? She is the one who is attracting Krishna and giving him pleasure.
Donc, Krishna est celui qui attire tous les êtres à lui. Mais qui attire Krishna? Srimati Radharani. Donc en fait et ultimement, Srimati Radharani est celle qui est vraiment le pouvoir d'attraction sur Krishna. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a au début? Pardon?
Le verset de Srila Bhakti
Le verset de Rupa Goswami.
Ah, dans le verset de Rupa Goswami et Krishna Karuna Sindhu, ce verset a été écrit par. Donc quand Krishna entend et Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bando, oui, vas-y, Jagatpate, c'est pas mal, continue. Jagatpate, Gopesha, ok, Gopika Kanta, ah, Radha Kanta, Haribo! Non, Krishna est complètement satisfait quand il y a le nom de Radha Kanta qu'il a, parce qu'elle est la finalité, celle qui attire le plus. Et un autre verset de Rupa Goswami disait là, avant, dans ce chant Deva Bhavantam Vande, il n'a même pas dit Krishna, Deva, parce que Deva veut dire celui qui est. C'est Krishna lui-même, il est le Deva originel. Et Radharani est aussi celle qui attire.
We don't need to do anything. If we understand that yes, if I go to Krishna because of my shortcomings, because of my karmas, whatever is there, I will not be taken in his shelter, then just go to Srimati Radhika and catch her feet. In fact, what we are doing in our parampara is that only. We are following Srimati Radhika's servant, 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 servant. That is the reason in one mantra it is said, Gopir Bhrita Padakamalayor Das 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 Dasalu Das. We are the servants of the servants of the servant of Gopi. Who is that Gopi? Gopi means Srimati Radhika, Radharani and her associates. Headed by Sri Rup Sanatan Goswami, we are following them only. We are not approaching Krishna, we are approaching Srimati Radhika. When we reach her, she will not see whether this person has defects, this person is qualified, not qualified, whatever. Her heart is so merciful. The moment we could reach her, immediately she will take us to Krishna. And if she offers someone to Krishna, he can't say no to Srimati Radhika.
Quel est le moyen d'approcher Shri Krishna? En fait, c'est d'approcher Srimati Radharani. Il peut avoir quelques jugements, mais Srimati Radharani, elle va accepter très facilement une personne qui l'approche. Et si Srimati Radharani accepte quelqu'un, alors Krishna ne peut le refuser. Il va aussi l'accepter.
How can he say no to himself? How can he say no to his own soul, his life? Not possible.
Il ne va pas dire non à son propre soi, à sa propre âme qui est Srimati Radharani. Il ne peut pas dire non.
Like that. And what it is said, Radha Shabdu Charane Bhakto Rati Mukti Sudarlabham. The moment we chant the word Ra, then no need to struggle for liberation. Liberation automatically comes to that person.
Et quand on chante simplement le mot Ra, il n'y a pas besoin de s'efforcer séparément pour atteindre la libération. La libération automatiquement d'elle-même vient à votre porte.
In Dijon, I was speaking on Harikatha on philosophy of love, on the subject which we published a small book of Gurudev. On that title only I was speaking on Harikatha. Someone was asking me about awakening of Kundalini, all these things. We don't need to struggle for awakening Kundalini. We don't need to struggle for attaining any liberation. We don't need to do anything. Simply catch the feet of Srimati Radhika. Just chant Radha and all these things automatically be bestowed to you by the mercy of Srimati Radhika.
Donc il donnait une conférence en Inde sur la philosophie de l'amour. Ah où? C'est juste à côté. Alors, sur la philosophie de l'amour, et quelqu'un disait, mais comment est-ce qu'on peut éveiller par le yoga, la kundalini et tout ça? Immédiatement, Maharaj s'est emporté en disant, il n'y a rien besoin de faire pour éveiller, vous n'avez pas besoin. Si vous chantez simplement le nom de Radha, tout va venir. Vous allez laisser tomber toute autre pratique. Tout ce qui est de bon augure va venir dans votre cœur.
It is said, Gyanato Sulabha Mukti. By taking the path of Jnana Yoga, liberation becomes, very easily attainable. And when we chant the name of Radha, we are not getting Jnana, we are getting Vigyan. That means realization of that Jnana. One is knowledge. Here it is not just knowledge. It is realization of knowledge. Means attainment of love. We are getting by chanting the name of Radha.
Par d'autres pratiques ordinaires, yoga, études, etc., on peut obtenir un gyan, certaines connaissances. Mais si on chante les noms de Radha, si on sert Radharani, alors ce qu'on va recevoir, ça s'appelle Vigyan, c'est-à-dire la réalisation de la connaissance. En un mot, la pratique même de la bhakti va se dévoiler dans votre cœur.
By taking the path of Jnana, we are getting liberation. When we are chanting the name of Radha, we are getting pure love of the divine couple.
Si on suit la voie du Jnana Yoga, on va obtenir, tout ce qu'on peut atteindre, c'est la libération. Mais si on suit la voie d'adorer Srimati Radharani, on va obtenir l'amour de Dieu.
So here the same thing is said. When you chant Ra, your liberation is coming to you. You say, I don't want liberation. And you chant immediately Da, what is happening? You are getting Harer Padam. Means the eternal position of the Lord, where you can reach Him, where you can serve Him, where you can be with Him under the shelter of Srimati Radhika.
Donc si on chante juste Ra, la libération peut venir, mais pour un dévot, la libération, ça ne l'intéresse pas. Donc toujours il dit Radha, parce que quand il chante Radha, alors là, on peut obtenir le service et l'amour offert au Seigneur suprême absolu.
We are getting everything. That is the reason our acharyas, headed by Sree Rupa Goswami and then Srila Bhakti Kinkar Thakur, they have explained us in very simple words how to understand how the way we will be benefited by taking shelter of Srimati Radhika.
Donc tous nos acharyas, particulièrement Goswami, plus tard Bhakti Vinod Thakur, ont très joliment et simplement expliqué toutes ces vérités à travers leurs chants.
He says in one of his wonderful kirtans, my most revered Srila Gurudev, he used to speak on this kirtan. It was written by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, which says, Radha bhajane yadi mati nahi bhela, Krishna bhajan tab akaran kela. If you don't have the desire to worship Srimati Radhika, your worshipping of Nandanandan Sri Krishna has gone, what you call it?
In vain.
Huh?
In vain.
In vain or futile or something, whatever it is. Like it's like gone, finished. It is of no use.
Dans un de ces chants qui est apprécié par son gourou Maharaj, qui chantait ce chant-là, il est dit que si on adore Sri Nandanandan sans adorer Srimati Radhika, alors notre adoration en fait va tomber à l'eau.
Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, Atap rahit suraj nahi jani. Without sunlight, you can never see the sun. No one can see. No one comes out of their house and they see like this and say, sun rays. what we say? We just see the light and we say, oh, okay, sun already came. Like that. We identify sun through the rays of the sun. In the same way,
on ne peut pas voir le soleil si le soleil n'apparaît pas. Sans la lumière du soleil, on ne peut pas voir le soleil.
as I was mentioning before also, that fire and heat, milk and cream, all these things can't be understood separately. In the same way, without sunlight we can never understand sun. Here, in the same way, it says, Radha virahite madhava nahi jani, mani, which says, if we separate Madhav from Radha, then we can't understand Madhav. We can never understand Madhav.
Donc tout comme on ne peut pas voir le soleil sans la lumière du soleil, ou comme on disait tout à l'heure, on ne peut pas séparer la crème du lait ou la chaleur du feu, de la même façon, si vous essayez de concevoir Madhav sans Radhika, vous ne comprendrez jamais véritablement qui est Madhav.
Whatever we want, whatever desire we have in our heart, but we should worship Srimati Radhika to understand and to get Madhav. If we reject Srimati Radhika, then we can never understand, never get anything related to Madhav.
Donc si on veut véritablement comprendre Krishna, on doit se tourner vers Srimati Radharani. En effet, sans le servir, sans comprendre qui est Srimati Radharani, on comprendra et on n'appréciera jamais qui est Madhav, qui est Krishna.
Keval Madhav Pujaye so Agyani. Agyani means ignorant person. Why is ignorant? Because he don't understand the glory of Srimati Radhika. Keval Madhav Pujaye so Agyani. Only I worship Krishna. I don't want to worship Srimati Radhika. It says that person is ignorant person.
Il décrit dans ce chant encore que celui qui dit oh moi je veux adorer seulement Krishna, en fait il n'est qu'un ignorant, il ne connaît pas la véritable substance.
What happened to Sridham? In Golok, Sridham, he offended Srimati Radhika once. And what happened? He got cursed and he has to come here. Of course in Golok there is no point of any curse, or there is no question of any coming down, but it is a pastime which they want to manifest, the pastime of separation in this Bhaum Leela. So they did this kind of pastime. But to understand, to Sridham, Srimati Radhika very clearly says, you glorify the Father and you criticize me. You glorify Krishna and you criticize me. You are ignorant because you don't understand that we both are one. We are not different from each other. So you don't understand. There is no place for ignorant people. You go down and you be demon. Like that it is mentioned in Garg Samhita in detail. Anyhow.
Dans un des Samhita, il est écrit un jour l'histoire de Sridham. Participants because Sridham is brother.
Yes.
Alors, l'histoire de Sridham qui, une fois, a offensé Srimati Radharani, il glorifiait Krishna mais il rejetait Radha, et Radharani s'est mis en colère en disant tu ne comprends pas que nous sommes un et une même personne, moi et Krishna. Donc ici, il n'y a pas de place pour les ignorants. Descends. On va dans le monde matériel, devient démon. Devient un démon.
Shankachud. So anyhow, when Lord has the desire that yes, now I have to manifest my Bhaum Leela, my pastimes, because in Golok there is no Janma Leela. Golok there is no Janma Leela. So he has to perform such pastimes. He wants to enjoy. So when he had the desire, he requested Srimati Radhika, you also have to appear there. She says, I don't want to go. I only want to be in Golok. Why? Because Jamuna is here Govardhan is here, Radhakund is here, Vrindavan is here. So why I will want to go somewhere else? Then Lord says, they all will appear there. So they all appeared. When everything is ready now, yes, now we can go and perform our pastime. That time, again Lord made this pastime just to give us a teaching, just to give us a message that you have to be very careful and try to understand. Don't think that we are just like a normal people. We are one. We are not an ordinary jiva. So then he made this pastime where all these things happened.
Donc Krishna voulait se divertir aussi dans le monde matériel, Boma Lila. Et donc Srimati Radharani dit vas-y sans moi. Moi j'ai pas envie d'aller là-bas voir ce qui se passe. Très bien ici il y a Govardhan, ici il y a Yamuna, ici il y a Govardhan. Qu'est-ce que tu veux m'envoyer ailleurs? Il dit t'inquiète pas, tout va être arrangé. Et donc il a amené, tout est apparu ici, Yamuna, Govardhan, Vrindavan et tout ça. Il a dit maintenant on peut y aller. Donc les divertissements se sont accomplis ici et pour un petit peu démontrer l'histoire de Krishna et Radha ne sont pas différents, il a fait ce divertissement de la malédiction de Sridhar pour montrer, faites attention, ce ne sont pas deux personnes ordinaires, vous ne pouvez pas considérer Radha et Krishna comme deux personnes ordinaires que vous pourriez voir séparées. Nous ne sommes qu'une seule et même personne.
So it says Radha another Korai Abhimani. Abhimani means the person who has pride, who is full of pride. Such person, what he does? They offend Srimati Radhika. They disrespect Srimati Radhika. That is not good. Because if we are disrespecting Srimati Radhika, in fact we are disrespecting Krishna also. Because the life of Srimati Radhika, the life of Krishna is Srimati Radhika. So we are disrespecting Krishna also. When we are disrespecting him, disgracing him, and we hold our hands and we go there and we say that we worship you, we want something from you, it is not possible.
Donc ceux qui veulent adorer Radha et Krishna ne peuvent pas les voir séparés. C'est quoi
manque de respect à Radha.
Celui qui manque de respect envers Srimati Radharani, en fait, il est un offenseur également envers Krishna. Parce que les deux ne sont pas différents. Donc on ne peut pas manquer de respect ou voir Srimati Radhika comme séparé de Krishna.
Kabahi nahi kar takar sanga, chitte ichchasi yadi vrajaras rang. You will get liberation, you will get Vaikuntha, you will get all other things if we only worship Krishna or Vishnu or anything. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, Kabahi nahi kari takara sange, never associate with those people. Which people? All these kinds of people, those who have pride, those who are ignorant, those who don't want to worship Srimati Radhika. Don't go to them, don't associate with them.
Donc, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur recommande, ne vous associez pas avec les gens qui veulent seulement adorer Krishna. Effectivement, ils obtiendront la libération, ils obtiendront Vaikuntha, des choses comme ça. Mais ils n'obtiendront jamais le Goloka Vrindavan, Radha et Krishna. Donc, ne vous associez jamais avec ce genre de personnes. Continuez à glorifier Radha Krishna.
If we worship any form of the Lord in Vishnu Tattva, we will definitely get that particular abode.
Si on adore Krishna sous sa forme de Vishnu Tattva, naturellement on l'obtiendra de vivre dans cette demeure-là.
Like if we worship Lord Ram, we go to Saket. If we worship Lord Narasimha, we go to his abode. If we worship some other form of the Lord, we go to his abode, because Lord is Nitya, he is eternal. So all his incarnations are eternal. The number of incarnations which he has taken, we will go to all those respective abodes if we worship them. But those who want the mellow of Vraj, the rasa of Vraj, for them they have to be very careful in associating with the person.
Donc il y a beaucoup de gens qui adorent les différents avatars de Krishna. Ceux qui adorent Ram et Sita, naturellement ils iront dans leur demeure. Ceux qui veulent adorer Nishringadev, ils iront dans sa demeure et ainsi de suite pour tous les avatars. Mais Bhaktivinoda Thakur dit faites attention à ne pas trop vous associer avec ce genre de personnes.
À ne pas vous associer.
We can see in the pastimes of Vraj how everything is happening. It is all about mellow, rasa. When you can get higher rasa, then if we don't associate properly, if we don't follow Srimati Radhika and her associates, we will never get that higher rasa.
Bon, on l'obtiendra pas, la discussion d'avant, on l'obtiendra pas en allant donc dans ces différents avatars, on n'obtiendra jamais les plus hautes sphères de la bhakti, race. Donc si on sert Srimati Radharani, on pourra comprendre qu'est-ce que les plus hautes facettes de la pure dévotion bhakti race. Autrement, on ne pourra pas saisir.
Chitta Ichchasi Yadi Vrajaras Range. Vrajaras is not just Madhurya Ras. Vrajaras means Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhur, all are Vrajaras only, which are in relation with Vraj and Vrajavasis. But we will get everything if Radharani is merciful. Because in Madhurya Ras, all these other rasas are completely there. So if Radharani is merciful, she can bestow us Dasya Ras, she can bestow us Sakya Ras, she can bestow us everything.
Donc il faut qu'on reste dans cette humeur de Vraj and Vrajaras. And Srimati Radharani peut accorder les différentes rasas envers les adorateurs, envers les bhaktas, que ce soit Dasya Ras, Sakya Ras, Vatsalya Ras, elle peut accorder et tout. Et bien sûr, elle peut accorder ce Madhurya Ras. Dans ce Madhurya Ras, tout est complet, tout est compris. Donc elle peut naturellement accorder tout ce qui est dans le domaine de Vraj.
And those who take shelter of Srimati Radhika, they will only desire for Madhurya Ras.
Et ceux qui exclusivement adorent les pieds lotus de Srimati Radharani obtiendront bien sûr Madhurya Ras.
They will only aspire that, and Radharani will bestow that ras to whomsoever takes shelter of Srimati Radhika.
Donc pour ceux qui prennent exclusivement refuge de ses pieds, elle accordera spécifiquement ce Madhurya Ras.
So here Vrajaras refers to ultimate ras also. All these rasas are referred to Vrajaras, but when we particularly say this, that means like when we say Pankaj, Pankaj means something born from the mud. It can be some insect, it can be something else, but we take it as lotus. So whatever is in the top, we consider that. So here when we say Vrajaras, we understand that as Madhurya Ras, because we are praying to Srimati Radhika. We want to get it. So that's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, Kabhi nahi kari takar sange, in which it includes, if you want Madhurya Ras, if you want Madhurya Prem, if you want to get that kind of service of the divine couple, then don't associate with even Dasya Sakya Vatsalya also. You associate with Srimati Radhika and her personal associates.
Donc pour aller encore un peu plus loin, pousser le bouchon comme on dit, alors Bhaktivinoda dit, si vous voulez exclusivement l'adoration de Srimati Radharani, vous obtiendrez ce Vrajaras. Elle peut accorder les autres races aussi, les autres Sakya races, etc. Mais si vous voulez véritablement le service de Srimati Radharani dans cette humeur de Madhurya Ras, alors aussi ne vous associez pas trop avec ceux qui sont dans les autres rasas, qui sont attirés par les autres rasas.
And what he says further, he is confirming, Radhika dasi yadi hoye abhiman. If I have this pride that I am the servant of Srimati Radhika, he is saying, then what will happen? Shikra milayita gokulakan. Immediately you will get Nandanandan Sri Krishna. You don't need to call him, he will come to you.
Donc si on a cette exclusivité pour les pieds de Srimati Radharani, elle l'accordera et naturellement, aussitôt, Nandanandan Sri Krishna sera présent. Il n'y a pas besoin de courir après lui, il sera là également.
We should have this pride.
Et si on a cet orgueil, voilà, le début de la phrase, il disait, si on a cet abhiman, mais là c'est un bon abhiman, si on a cet abhiman de dire je suis le serviteur exclusif de ou la servante exclusive de Srimati Radharani, alors naturellement on pourra l'obtenir avec Krishna également. C'est dans le paquet, c'est dans le lot.
This is very important. You should have this pride. That's why it is said, if you want Vrajaras, then you should have this pride that I am the maid servant of Srimati Radhika.
Donc si on veut tout ça, on doit avoir cette espèce d'orgueil magnifique qui se dit je suis le serviteur exclusif de Srimati Radharani.
That will not come today. If I say I am the maid servant, my body says, useless fellow, you are a male body. So how it comes? By taking shelter of the maid servant. Means Sri Gurudev. When we take shelter absolutely in the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev, then by his mercy that will definitely come one day.
Donc on peut se dire oui mais je suis le serviteur de Srimati Radharani. Il y a un petit problème quand même, c'est que je suis dans un corps humain, mâle. Donc je ne peux pas véritablement servir. Mais comment on peut approcher quand même? En servant Gurudev. Parce que Gurudev et son Gurudev et la succession disciplique, tous sont reliés aux pieds de Srimati Radharani. Donc si on sert Gurudev, naturellement, on va par là.
They may be in this male body form in this world, but generally, who are there? They are the Sakhis and the Manjaris of Srimati Radhika. They are the maid servant of Srimati Radhika. Those who appeared in front of our mortal eyes in this form and giving us instructions, teachings, by which we can take shelter into their lotus feet and one day develop this mood. Deep in the heart, I am the maid servant of Sri Radha.
Donc effectivement, on a un corps mâle à la base, donc c'est difficile de comprendre ces choses-là. Mais si on prend le refuge de notre gourou et des gourous de notre succession disciplique, quelque chose va rentrer dans notre cœur, leur mood, leur humeur spirituelle, transcendantale va aussi pénétrer dans notre cœur et nous aussi on va pouvoir se dire un jour, je suis la servante de Srimati Radharani.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, he did not say, I want to be your direct servant. What he is saying, what he says in one kirtan, he says, Vilasa Manjari, Ananga Manjari, Sri Rupa Manjari. He is praying to these Manjaris that you please pick me up and keep me in your feet and bestow me the perfection. What is the perfection? That perfection means that attainment by which I will be able to realize and understand and imbibe the mood of Gopi. And then I can attain the service of Srimati Radhika. Hoiva Radhara Dasi. One day I will definitely become the maid servant of Srimati Radhika under all of you. Like this.
Alors, si on veut donc obtenir toutes ces merveilleuses choses-là, on doit penser que je suis le serviteur du serviteur des Manjari. Pas qu'on veut devenir un associé direct de Srimati Radharani. D'abord, on va servir les manjaris, le serviteur du serviteur du serviteur du manjari. Et de cette manière-là, on va développer cet attrait et ultimement, un jour, on pourra nous aussi avoir un service direct offert à Srimati Radharani.
So for now, what we should have? That I am the servant of Shri Gurudev. Like Radhika Dasi Hoya Viman. That pride should be there. The pride should be there. Today that pride is, I am the servant of Shri Gurudev. And that pride, by the mercy of Shri Guru, will be converted one day as that I am the maid servant of all these Sakhis, Manjaris, who are serving Srimati Radhika.
Donc, si on a cet orgueil, cet abhiman de dire je suis le serviteur de mon Gurudev exclusif, alors cet attachement qu'on développe pour le Gurudev va se transformer petit à petit et on va développer cette humeur d'être aussi une servante des manjaris, des gopis. Mais d'abord, le service à Guru.
C'est le Gourou qui transforme.
C'est le Gourou qui convertit.
Shigra milay tab Gokulakan. Then Lord will not delay. It starts from here and He will not delay. He will start taking us. He will give us a realization by which slowly we will be able to understand Lord also and His pastimes also. Because they are highly confidential pastimes. They are not like open pastimes, They are very highly confidential, intimate pastimes of the divine couple. Unless a person is not qualified enough to reach to that level, any jiva, nothing is revealed to anyone. For that, we have to be very careful and we have to sincerely practice. Information is not going to give us any realization. Our sincere effort, our sincere sadhana, our sincere practice, and our sincere desire to attain is going to give us that realization, that too depending on the mercy of Srimati Radhika and Sri Krishna.
Donc c'est seulement par une profonde sincérité, enthousiasme, dévotion dans notre pratique que petit à petit on va développer cet attrait pour Radha et Krishna. Et Krishna lui-même, voyant cet effort qui est fait là, va nous aider, va nous faire comprendre les différentes étapes d'Adami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Il nous donne l'intelligence, par laquelle on va pouvoir développer cet attrait pour lui-même, pour le service de dévotion. Et ça commence également donc par le service à Shri Guru.
Understand? Dadami buddhi yogantam enma upyantite. So anyhow, so what it is said, Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Shruti, Narayani. Srila Bhakti Thakur says, Radhika Padaraj Pujay Mani. Brahma, Shiva, Narad, all the Vedas, and Narayani means Lakshmi. Everyone, what they are doing? Radhika Padaraj Pujay Mani. They all are worshipping the foot dust of Srimati Radhika. Why they will not worship? Because we just heard that Krishna and Radha are non-different. And all these demigods, Vedas, they all are glorifying Sri Krishna. They all are glorifying Sri Radha also. It is said, Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Maruta. What is that verse? Yam Brahma, Varunendra, Rudra, Maruta. Stulvanti divyai stavai. Vedai Sanga Padakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samaga. In Samagan means Samaveda is mainly music based. So in different tunes, in different melodies, all these Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, all these Brahma, all these demigods, Yaksh, Kinnara, Gandharva, Siddha, everyone is glorifying Srimati Radhika. In Kurukshetra, when Srimati Radhika, she came to Kurukshetra, and then in one Ganesh temple, she went and before meeting with Krishna, Sri tried to make some prayer. Immediately Parvati and Ganapati, Ganesh, they both appeared and they fell on her feet, saying, "Don't do that. Parvati is begging. If you do like this, what will happen to my son? Don't do that. You are Narayani. You are Krishna. We are here to serve you. We are here to glorify you. We are here to worship you. You please don't do this." Parvati, she is saying this to Srimati Radhika. So all these demigods.
Mama. Donc tous les devas et toutes les déesses, que ce soit Brahma, Shiva, Narayani, l'épouse de Vishnu, etc., tous adorent les pieds par les lotus de Srimati Radhika. Une fois, il y avait cette histoire à Kurukshetra où Radharani vient et en espérant voir Krishna s'approche d'un temple de Parvati et Ganesh, et elle est prête à se prosterner devant les murtis. Et immédiatement Parvati sort et dit non, 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 ne fais pas ça, ne fais pas ça. Nous sommes tes servantes, c'est nous qui nous prosternons à tes pieds. Si tu fais ça, qu'est-ce qui va arriver à mon fils si tu te prosternes devant lui pour lui demander quelque chose? S'il te plaît, ne fais pas ça, c'est à nous de t'adorer. Donc tous les devas, déesses, Upanishads, les Védas, Samaveda, toutes les hymnes qui sont composés dans le Samaveda sont tous là pour glorifier Srimati Radharani.
One devotee, he wrote one wonderful kirtan in which he says, "Charanal ki raj paun kishori, ki where will I get your foot dust?" What kind of dust? Ya raj ko brahmadik tarse. All these Brahma, all these demigods, they anchor. They are not just going and easily getting. They are trying very hard so that at least I can get some little dust of the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika.
Dans un très beau chant qui fut composé, il est dit que tous les devas, les plus grands devas et tout ça, ils cherchent désespérément à obtenir seulement qu'une petite parcelle de poussière qui est venue des pieds par les lotus de Srimati Radhika.
Not so easy.
C'est pas facile.
It's not so easy.
Pas facile.
You get so much if you want from other places. But for the foot dust of Srimati Radhika, not possible, not so easy. You know, we only get chance to have her lotus feet darshan on Radhastami. No one can even see her feet. What to talk of taking dust? Anyhow, means the glory of that foot dust is so special. All these demigods, they want to put it on their head and feel themselves blessed.
Donc c'est pas si facile d'obtenir la poussière des pieds par les lotus de Srimati Radharani, même quand on la glorifie, même dans les jours comme ça, on peut la glorifier, mais obtenir sa poussière, c'est pas facile. Donc tous les devas essayent d'une manière ou d'une autre d'obtenir ces choses-là.
Because Lord himself wants to take the foot dust of Srimati Radhika. Lord himself wants. Whatever, when they see that Lord himself wants.
Krishna lui-même désire cette poussière.
So that's why all of them, they also want. We also want. But it is not so easy. Such a rare treasure is the foot dust of Srimati Radhika. Because it is not just dust. In that abode, dust is not dust. They are the personal associates of Srimati Radhika.
Dans la poussière de Srimati Radharani est donc très difficile à obtenir. Et en fait, qu'est-ce que c'est cette poussière? C'est pas seulement une poussière ordinaire. En fait, dans cette poussière se trouvent tous les associés personnels de Srimati Radharani.
Uddhav, what he says, Uddhav is not an ordinary person. Uddhav is the cousin of Nandanandan Sri Krishna in these earthly pastimes, and he is the disciple of Brihaspati. He is not an ordinary person. He is the realized personality of Brahmagyan. He is not an ordinary person. And when he comes to Vraj, touched by the love of Vrajvasis.
Donc Uddhava est venu à Vraj Et il n'est pas une personne ordinaire, il est le cousin de Krishna, l'ami intime de Krishna, disciple de Brihaspati. Donc il est le plus grand de tous les Brahmagyans, ceux qui ont réalisé toute la vérité absolue. Néanmoins, lui-même, en visitant Vraj, a voulu venir, rester et devenir lui aussi un brin d'air pour obtenir la poussière.
He did not become immediately. He did not become a very big Rasik Bhakta, but he was having the prayer in his heart. What he is praying? He says, "I want to be a creeper or a plant or something in the Vraja." Why? You are the disciple of Brihaspati. You are a well-versed personality. You are the one who attained perfection, Brahmagyan. And instead of having this human form of life, you are asking to be a creeper or some grass on the Vraja. He says, then I will be smeared with the dust, food dust of all these Vrajagopis when they are coming and going. And that is the best perfection I could attain. That is what Uddhav is desiring.
Donc Uddhava, qui est disciple donc, de Brihaspati, Brahmagyan et tout, il désire venir et il désire non seulement... En fait, quelqu'un pourrait se demander, mais pourquoi tu veux même pas une forme humaine? Tu veux une forme d'un petit brin d'herbe, etc., une touffe d'herbe, pourquoi tu veux ça? Parce qu'il dit là, sur ce chemin de Vraj, j'obtiendrai peut-être par grâce la poussière des pieds par lotus des gopis qui viennent et vont, et de cette manière-là, j'atteindrai la plus haute perfection que je puisse désirer.
And what he says? He says, I am not qualified to pay pranams to their food dust. So I want to offer my pranams to one particle. Vande Nanda Vrajastrinam Padarenum. He is specially mentioning Padarenum. Means a particle of dust. I want to go down to it. That itself is sufficient for me because I am not qualified to pay pranams to the full dust of their lotus feet. Just one particle. What does it mean? Particle means not just dust particle. Their particle means is also the associate. I am not qualified to worship gopis. At least I want to pay pranams to their personal associate. At least one of the personal associates. By their mercy, Yasham Harikatot Gitam Punati Bhunatrayam. If they also sing the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then also all three worlds are purified.
Quand ces gopis chantent les gloires du Seigneur, du couple divin, le monde entier devient purifié. Donc Uddhava il disait, je ne me sens pas la force ou le pouvoir d'approcher directement les gopis ou de toucher leurs pieds ou d'obtenir la poussière directe de leurs pieds. Si je peux justement prendre naissance comme un petit brin d'herbe et avoir ne serait-ce qu'une particule, parce qu'une particule veut dire aussi un associé des gopis. Donc si je peux avoir la compagnie, que cette gopi touche ma tête, alors je me sentirai le plus béni.
And what it says, Brahma Shiva Nagatu Shruti Narayani, they also want the food dust of Srimati. Keep their associates, they as their object of adoration, object of worship. Sree Radha, we are not qualified to worship you directly. Please bestow us your mercy so that we can serve your personal associates and we can become purified. This is the desire which is coming from their heart.
Donc nous ne désirons pas en fait nous ne désirons pas servir directement Srimati Radharani. Et de cette manière-là, on passe par les associés, les gopis, les sakis, les manjaris. Nous voulons servir les personnalités qui servent, et de cette manière-là, on aura la chance aussi de développer notre pure bhakti.
Uma Rama, Satya Sachi, Chandra Rukmini, all of them. Radha Avatare Save Anmay Vani. Anmay Vani means what? All these scriptures they are speaking. They are speaking with open mouth that don't think that they all are separate. Everyone is the incarnation of Srimati Radhika. Lord appears, whatever form he appears, to give him pleasure. Srimati Radhika also appears in that form.
Partout où des personnes apparaissent pour servir Krishna, donner du plaisir à Krishna, c'est Srimati Radharani en fait qui se manifeste ainsi. Donc toutes les déesses et même à Dvarka les reines, et à Mathura les reines aussi de Mathura, les reines de Dvarka, toutes sont des manifestations de Srimati Radharani et chacun de cette manière-là est une parcelle de la splendeur de l'amour de Radha pour Krishna.
Scriptures are saying this. No one is saying. Vedas are saying this. Puranas are saying this. But don't think. We have to understand. And what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says at the end, Henu Radha Parichariya Jakar Adhan Bhakati Vinodatar Mangei Charan. See what he says. Henu Radha Parichariya Jakar Adhan, whose only treasure, whose only wealth is Radha Parichariya, means the service of Srimati Radhika, being the servant of Srimati Radhika. It is the treasure of the person, of the personality. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is begging onto their lotus feet. Bhakti Vinodtar Mange Charan, I beg to your lotus feet, you please bestow me, because serving Srimati Radhika is your real treasure.
À la fin de ce chant, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur prie aux grandes personnalités qui sont les servantes de Srimati Radharani. Il leur dit, je n'ai pas moi-même le pouvoir d'approcher, mais en vous servant, alors j'obtiendrai toute félicité, toutes les satisfactions.
Whose only treasure is serving Srimati Radhika, nothing else. Their life, their soul, everything is serving Srimati Radhika. Why? Because when they are doing this, they don't need to go anywhere. Krishna is coming to them and try to fulfill whatever they want. But they don't want anything. They want to be serving Srimati Radhika only. If you see all those Sakhis, Lalita, Vishaka, all of them, what they are doing? They all have love for Krishna. Not that they don't have any love for him, but they always aspire to remain under Srimati Radhika and serve her in the service of Sri Krishna.
Donc, dans le service de Sri Krishna, toutes les Sakhi telles que Lalita, Vishaka et toutes les autres veulent servir Krishna, elles aiment Krishna, mais elles aiment Krishna à travers Srimati Radharani. Quand elles voient Srimati Radharani et Krishna ensemble, elles sont parfaitement satisfaites.
And for the service of Srimati Radhika, sometimes if needed, they even abuse Krishna. They even fight with him. They even have arguments with him. But for the satisfaction of Srimati Radhika only. Not that they have that mood. They want to be with Srimati Radhika and serve her all the time. And that too for the pleasure of Krishna. Because sometimes Lord wants to feel this kind of pastimes. Like Radharani, she is doing mom. She is getting angry. He wants to experience different kinds of moods of Srimati Radhika. So to enhance her mood, to make her mood more and more beautiful, all these Sakhis, they always try very hard.
Donc, quelquefois, Lalita et les autres gopis se mettent contre Krishna, combattent Krishna ou rejettent Krishna, ou d'une manière ou d'une autre montrent une opposition à Krishna. Et en fait, c'est pour le plaisir de Srimati Radharani. Krishna lui-même éprouve beaucoup de satisfaction en voyant de cette manière-là les gopis et Srimati Radharani rentrer dans une espèce de bouderie, colère amoureuse, et il il aime ce genre de sentiments. Il aime, tu vois, il aime à trouver une solution pour aboutir quand même. Donc tout ça est fait pour le plaisir de Krishna et pour le plaisir de Srimati Radharani.
We don't need to struggle. Just go there.
Il n'y a
Just go that side.
pas besoin de lutter ailleurs, il y a juste à aller par là.
If we want Krishna, we have to struggle. But if we want Krishna, then no need to struggle. When we understand the technique, the trick, which way to approach, that's all.
Donc si on veut aller directement vers Krishna, c'est super dur. Par contre, on a trouvé le moyen, le système, le truc, voilà, le filon. Et on dit, on ne va pas aller par là, on va aller par là, vers les pieds de Srimati Radharani. Là, tout va se passer correctement.
Go this way and catch them. You say, I don't have any other hope, only you are the one. Then immediately Srimati Radhika will accept you. Accept us, everyone. Because she is more merciful.
Il faut aller par là, saisir ses pieds, ou en tout cas prier. J'ai pas d'espoir autrement d'aller voir là. Donc s'il te plaît, donne-moi cette miséricorde, donne-moi, s'il te plaît, Srimati Radharani, voyant cette sincérité, va immédiatement nous prendre dans son parti.
We just need to pray to her. What to pray? That yes, I am not qualified for anything. Matsamo nasti papatma na paradi chakatya. There is no other sinner like me. No? What can be done? That is why for the purification of my sins, I have gone to Sri Krishna. But he did not accept me because of lack of surrender. What can I do? I surrender to you. I come to your lotus feet. Immediately Sri Radha will catch that person, take like this, and put him in the service of Sri Krishna. That like this.
Donc on peut approcher Srimati Radharani en disant, je suis certainement une des personnes les plus pécheurs dans ce monde et tout ça. Et j'ai essayé d'approcher Krishna, mais forcément, vu le genre de mauvaise qualité que j'avais, ça n'a pas marché, ça n'a pas pris. Donc je suis venu à toi et je prends entièrement refuge à tes pieds par les lotus. S'il te plaît, accepte-moi malgré mes défauts et mes mauvaises qualités. Voyant cette sincérité, Srimati Radharani nous prendra et nous amènera et hop, nous mettra dans le service de Shri Krishna.
Being very merciful without even having any quality also. For that, they need a very big heart. Only Srimati Radhika has that heart. And you can see, you can easily understand this. Forget about Srimati Radhika, we did not meet her. But Srimati Radhika's, her associates, who appeared in the form of Shri Guru in front of us, how merciful they are. Our Guru Vargas, how merciful they are. What benefit they are getting by giving us shelter. They are not getting any benefit. But still they are giving us shelter. Why? Because that mercy, that compassion, that love, everything is coming from Srimati Radhika through our Guru Vargas.
Donc, forcément, quelque part aussi, c'est allégorique parce qu'on ne voit pas Radharani, on ne peut pas saisir ses pieds directement. Comment est-ce qu'on va faire alors? Alors on va simplement prendre refuge d'un de ses associés qu'elle a envoyé, notre Guru Parampara, ils sont tous des associés de Srimati Radharani. Et en saisissant les pieds de Shri Guru, naturellement le processus va marcher parce qu'elle va voir, en voilà quelqu'un qui prend refuge en mes compagnes. Et de cette manière-là, le processus va marcher.
The flow of mercy which is coming in that channel, when we are experiencing it, we have no words to glorify that mercy. No one is capable to glorify the mercy and the love or compassion given by their spiritual masters. It is beyond words. then what kind of love, what kind of affection, what kind of mercy Srimati Radhika is having for the jivas, we can't even imagine.
Donc on ne peut pas imaginer la compassion et l'amour que Srimati Radharani éprouve envers les êtres vivants. Et elle envoie donc ses associés intimes, Shri Guru. Et là aussi, c'est difficile de comprendre et d'apprécier la grandeur de cette personnalité, sa miséricorde, sa puissance de libération.
We have to chant the name of Radha for attracting Krishna. And simply by chanting Radha, Srimati Radhika will not be very happy because she wants us to chant the name of her beloved object of worship, Nandanandan Sri Krishna. So to please Sri Radha, we have to chant the name of Krishna. And to please Krishna, we have to chant the name of Sri Radha. When the name of Sri Radha and Krishna both are chanted together, they both become very happy. To hear the name of Radha, Krishna becomes happy. To hear the name of Krishna, Radha becomes happy. But our aim, our goal should be to please Sri Radha only. Because if she is merciful, everything becomes more easier to attain.
Donc si on chante que le nom de Radha, ça ne satisfera pas Radha car elle aime entendre parler de son bien-aimé Krishna. Et si on chante que Krishna, ça ne va pas non plus, il va manquer quelque chose. Donc il faut chanter le nom de Radha pour plaire à Krishna et le nom de Krishna pour plaire à Radha. De cette manière-là, les deux seront entièrement satisfaits. Mais on fait ça particulièrement pour plaire à Srimati Radharani car on sait son cœur est plus ouvert et son cœur est plus miséricordieux.
Understand?
Donc, Mahamantra, therefore Mahamantra.
Therefore Mahamantra, which is very important. You know, in Brahmanda Puran it is mentioned, Yogamaya instructed, gave this Mahamantra to Vrishabhanu Maharaj. In Brahmanda Puran it is there, that Yogamaya, she gave this Mahamantra to Vrishabhanu Maharaj and told, you chant this mantra. And he did it, and Srimati Radhika appeared in the afternoon in this nice lotus flower coming in Jamuna. When he went there to perform his afternoon arnik, that time she came in front of him. When we chant Mahamantra, when we chant Harinam, then the mercy of Srimati Radhika will come to us. That is the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this Mahamantra, not other mantras. When we chant Mahamantra, this includes a prayer in the lotus feet of Sri Radha and a prayer in the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, both. We are praying both of them in this mantra, that you both bestow your mercy upon me, so that I will be able to surrender myself onto your lotus feet and attain your loving service. Not normal service, ordinary service, loving devotional service. Ordinary service even pious people are also doing. If there are some pious people, some religious people, they also do some kind of service. But here, no, not that one. One pointed, exclusive, loving, devotional service in the mood of Madhurya.
Donc Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu est venu pour donner ce Mahamantra. Dans ce Mahamantra, à la fois Radha et Krishna sont satisfaits puisque leurs deux noms sont dans ce Mahamantra. Donc, et voilà.
Dans le Brahmanda Purana, Yogamaya a donné ce mantra à Vrishabhanu Maharaj.
Oui, alors, il est expliqué dans la Purana que Purnamasi a donné ce Mahamantra à Vrishabhanu Maharaj, le père de Srimati Radharani, enfin qui n'était pas encore le père de Srimati Radharani, et en chantant ce Mahamantra, quelques jours après est apparu Srimati Radharani, comme vous le savez, sur une jolie fleur dans une rivière. Donc, de cette manière-là, en chantant ce Mahamantra, on pourra satisfaire à la fois Radha et à la fois Krishna.
So if we want to celebrate Radhastami, then we have to dépêchez-vous. in chanting the holy name. We should not delay. Only the holy name purifies our heart. Only the holy name helps us to understand and to realize and to go forward. Holy name, Radharani is so merciful, but at least we should try to make a practice in such a way that our voice reaches her a little. No need full. If a person is like if someone is listening, oh, you know, if a person has fallen on the bed like this, he is sick. No one may not be listening, but one person will be there who is listening and he understands, oh, this fellow needs water. Like that, Radharani is very merciful. When we chant the name, even though we are not capable, but if we sincerely try to chant the name, then immediately it attracts the attention of Srimati Radhika. Because Krishna is supreme enjoyer. He is busy in enjoying. He is supreme proprietor and he is supreme controller. But Srimati Radhika, she is also supreme enjoyer. But at the same time, she is always thinking. She is always busy. She is always engaged in serving Sri Krishna and trying different ways by which she can serve Krishna. Her mood is so special. Her mood is very special. What kind of mood Sri Radha has? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given 8 verses of H.H.Srila By practicing, by performing proper sadhana, we may attain till the level of 7th verse. Yugaitam nimishena chakshusha pravrushaitam shunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virehename. Till that we can, there is a possibility that if we try, we can attain to that level. Starting from Cheto Darpanam Madhyam. But Ashlishyava Padaratam Pinashtuma Madarshanam Marmahatam Kurotuma Yata Tathava Vidadatulam Patu Mat Prananathastu Saiva Napara. This particular verse only possible for Srimati Radhika. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also in the commentary of this particular verse he says, Ami Krishna Pada Dasi. I am the maid servant of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Tehurasa Sukharasi. Alingiya Kare Atmasat. If he want to embrace me or if he want to kick me, whatever he wants to do, it is all up to him. Kivana de darshan najane mor tanman. If he doesn't want to show himself to me, if he doesn't want to see me, that is also okay. Then also Tabuteho mora prana. Then also he is the Lord of my life. He is my everything. And not only that, the word she is saying. What she is saying.
J'espère que vous comprenez l'anglais.
Okay, now I will make it small. What she is saying in her pastimes, she only appeared in the form of Chandravali. In one form, Srimati Radhika only she expanded herself as Chandravali. And now she herself says that if Krishna is happy to be with some other gopi, there is no other gopi like that who will go against Sri Radha. But he says if Krishna is happy with the service of some other gopi, and then he wants to take her service, if he wants to take her service, then also, and also that gopi, she hates me. That gopi, she hates me. Then also I will be happy to be the maid servant of that gopi, whose service is accepted by Krishna and whose service is giving pleasure to Krishna. That kind of mood Sri Radha always has.
Srimati Radharani a quelquefois un penchant particulier en disant je sais que je peux satisfaire Krishna, mais après tout, si une autre gopi peut satisfaire Krishna, alors soit je suis là où je peux devenir cette servante de cette gopi afin que Krishna soit satisfait. Et même si cette gopi me hait, de toute façon, je vais essayer de la servir pour que Krishna soit satisfait. Quelquefois, donc, Radharani a cette humeur-là d'extrême humilité. Auparavant, il disait, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a donné le Shikshastakam, 8 versets principaux. Si vraiment on s'efforce, on peut atteindre jusqu'à l'humeur, le brave qui est jusqu'au 7e verset, Yugayitam Nimesheina. Mais on ne peut pas atteindre le 8e verset qui est l'exclusivité même de Srimati Radharani, où elle dit dans ce verset, si tu veux, tu peux m'embrasser, ou si tu veux, tu peux me rejeter, me piétiner. Quoi qu'il en soit, tu es mon Seigneur vie après vie. Donc ce genre de extrême dévotion est l'apanage même de Srimati Radharani. Tout ce qu'il a dit avant.
Chandravali, qu'est-ce qu'il a dit sur Chandravali? Sur Chandravali, qu'est-ce qu'il a dit?
Oui, si soit Chandravali, soit une autre gopi peut satisfaire Krishna, Radharani est prêt à servir cette personne.
So anyhow, Sri Radha, she is always aspiring. She is always making all the efforts, along with all other Sakhis, that how she can give pleasure to Krishna.
La seule activité de Radharani et de ses Sakhis, et c'est comment servir et donner plaisir à Krishna.
And when someone has this desire and the prayer that I also want to be the part of that loving service, please accept me, then immediately Radharani becomes merciful and she accepts that jiva.
Si on a un profond désir nous-mêmes qui vient dans notre cœur, de nous aussi on veut participer, nous aussi on veut aider et servir de cette manière-là, immédiatement Srimati Radharani de son grand cœur va comprendre ça et va nous attirer.
And after that we will be able to understand the pastimes, intimate pastimes of the divine couple.
À partir de là, on pourra certainement pénétrer plus profondément dans les intimes divertissements de Krishna.
For that, only sadhana which was prescribed by our acharyas is to chant the holy name.
Et la principale sadhana prescrite par nos acharyas est de chanter les saints noms.
Chanting the holy name, what is happening? Linga bhanga hai anayas. It is destroying our identification as male, female, unique, these kind of identity, these things has to disappear. And by chanting the holy name, that is coming.
En chantant le saint nom, tout va arriver et en premier, cette identification avec notre propre corps va se dissoudre, disparaître. On va arrêter de se croire homme, femme ou quoi que ce soit dans ce monde. Tranchant.
And then we become qualified to go further. But we get it very easily by her mercy. Today is her appearance tithi. We should pray to her lotus feet that please bestow us your mercy, so that we don't want to take birth and come again and again, again and again. We just want to come to serve you. We just want to be with you. We just want to be in your shelter.
Donc aujourd'hui, dans ce titi spécial, ce laps de temps spécifique le jour de l'apparition de Srimati Radharani, on doit prier spécifiquement à ses pieds par le lotus, s'il vous plaît. Ce monde est horrible et cruel, je ne veux pas revenir, je ne veux pas voir ce qui se passe bientôt. Je veux absolument rentrer dans vos divertissements, dans votre service éternel au pied de chez Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Jai
Radhastami ki
Okay, now we have one small